What's up, everybody? This is Squeak. This isn't going to be one of my normal reviews. This is obviously not a keyboard or a drum machine or anything like that. I'm going to do a review for a firearm, and I might start doing some more reviews of other firearms. What I got right here, this is a single action revolver. It's made by Heritage. The model's called the Rough Rider. Mine's chambered in a .22 long rifle. You can get a larger caliber, but obviously as you go up in calibers, you're going to pay a little more money. I got the .22 long rifle because it's an inexpensive caliber for target shooting, and that's pretty much what I use this weapon for. It's also, I keep it in my house as a backup weapon if I can't get to another one of my guns. My model, it's got the barrel that's just under 5 inches. I've got the old classic wood grip on it. You have numerous options in wood grips. You can get simulated pearl. You can also get multicolored wood grips. You can also get the old style bird head grip, which looks really sharp when you have a shorter barrel on it. There are two options when purchasing the .22. You've got the single cylinder and the dual cylinder option. The single cylinder will ship with one cylinder, obviously chambered in .22 long rifle. The dual cylinder, you'll get the long rifle cylinder plus an additional cylinder that'll fire .22 Magnum. It's going to cost a little more money, but it's not much more. If you do buy the single cylinder option, you will get a coupon in the box that will allow you to purchase the .22 Magnum cylinder for I think $19.95 plus a few bucks in shipping. So that's not bad. Again, those of you who are not familiar with this type of gun, this is a single action revolver, and the best way to describe this is the old cowboy style guns. All right. Being single action, it means to fire this weapon you have to manually cock the hammer every time that you fire it. Now, of course, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you that this weapon is unloaded. So all of you out there, you do want to practice good firearm safety. All right, don't muck around with loaded weapons when doing your reviews. You can look at this gun as, again, the poor man's Colt. All right, if you don't have the money to buy the high end, this is a really good alternative. But one thing that they do have on the Heritage models that I do like is they have two safeties. You've got your main safety, which is the old-fashioned Colt safety, where you pull the hammer back to the first click and it locks the hammer. But to the left of the hammer, if you take a look here, you'll notice, I don't know if my video will get it, there's this little lever right here. This is called a hammer block. This is a secondary safety, and you can engage and disengage the safety by flipping it up or flipping it down. Flipping it in the down position, weapon is capable of firing. Put it in the up position, and the block comes up and prevents the hammer from falling on the firing pin. Now, what's nice about this is, for people again who aren't familiar with single action revolvers, you have to be careful with these things because when you have the revolver loaded, okay, and you got a live round, in every chamber, if you don't have the safety on, or the hammer safety, you have your hammer resting on the firing pin. And if you're not careful, if you drop the weapon, you can have an accidental discharge. That's why it's always suggested that if you do carry these weapons loaded, you always carry it with an empty chamber under the hammer to prevent an accidental discharge. But again, it's nice having that extra safety on the left there because you never can be too safe, right? And again, I got the long rifle model. You can get this in a larger caliber. I think you can get it in .45 as well. I think it goes all the way up to a .45 caliber. I could be wrong on that, but I think you can. And again, the overall construction, it's not bad, guys. It's a poor man's Colt. If you don't have the money to buy the high end, this is a really good route to go. If you're a larger person, okay, if you're kind of a husky person, you may not like this model. If you got what some people like to call sausage fingers, all right, you might kind of feel cramped inside of that trigger housing right there. So you might want to take that in consideration. You may want to get a larger caliber. But what's nice about this gun, again, it's a nice gun to have in a house for backup, not just for target shooting. Plus, if you have a girlfriend or a wife who wants to get into shooting with you, this is a good weapon to take with you because there's virtually no kick on this. So when you fire the weapon, you can barely see the muzzle rise. But I've heard some people that refer to this as a tackle box gun, and I don't know why people call it a tackle box gun. I would never put this gun in a tackle box because even with the shorter barrel on it and the bird head grip, this is by no means a tackle box gun. I don't know why people call it that. For me, a tackle box gun is something like the North American Arms .22, a mini revolver, like a Pug or something like that, But for some reason, people are calling these things tackle box guns. If you can fit this in a tackle box, hey, that's you. Again, I paid $159 for this gun. Not a bad price, and even though it was $159, it doesn't mean that the weapon is a piece of crap. It's not. It's a very reliable firearm, very accurate. Again, I got fixed sights on mine. You know, you can get that. You can get the adjustable rear sight. If anybody has any questions, just let me know and I'll try and answer them for you. All right. Oh, disassembling the weapon is very easy. Let me show you this. To disassemble the weapon, you just press in the spring here on the screw, and you just pull the rod out, and then you can pull the cylinder out after you got the hammer pulled, of course. And then you can pull the cylinder out, and it's easy to clean by sending the rod down the barrel and cleaning out the chambers and brushing out the inside of the frame, a little oil. It doesn't take long to clean this weapon. And what's nice about the 22 is it takes a long time to get really dirty, you know. So if you're looking for an affordable firearm or you don't have the money to spend in a high-end single-action revolver, have a look at these. Don't let the gun dealer talk you into buying something more expensive. There are a lot of dirty gun dealers out there that like to use lower-priced guns to push the sale of a higher-priced gun, and they'll tell you lies. They'll say the gun's unreliable. If it's a semi-automatic, for example, like a High Point, they'll say that these guns are known to explode, which is bullshit. They're not known to explode. So you got to watch out, because some of these gun dealers, they will do anything they can to get you to buy the higher end. They're going to try and get you to buy a Glock, a Sig, or a Colt or something like that, all right? So if you got a few minutes to spare, stop in at your local gun dealer and check these guns out, all right? Worth every penny.